portion of today's video is kindly sponsored by Cricut. Well, hey friends, it's Natalie. So glad you stopped by to hang out with me as I get some stuff done around this place. The kids are running around in the background. It's just kind of a typical day in the life. Or actually probably 2 days. I plan to film what I'm working on today, and then what I'm working on a weekend day. Weston and I have sort of an outdoor project that we're gonna take you along for. But it's not about just getting it all done around here. If you know me, you know that I balance productivity with peacefulness. So we're also gonna be able to spend some downtime together. I've got some fall coffee recipes to share with you in this video. I'm really excited about that, so stay tuned. But first of all, I have a project that I have been wanting to do forever. I'm finally getting around to it. I need to label, like legitimately label, our schoolroom drawers. And this is actually in partnership with Cricut, a brand I love so much. I've worked with them before, and the next 2 minutes are sponsored by them. So I discovered Cricut and their smart cutting machines a couple of years ago, and I've been hooked ever since. They can cut hundreds of different materials and can make everything from iron-on graphics for custom clothing to greeting and Christmas cards. Maybe you have the world's best boss and want to make him a special mug, or you're a mom like me who needs some custom labels to keep all the bits and bobs straight. I always say that the Cricut machines, along with their free Design Space app, makes me look a lot more craftsy than I actually am. That's because there is no design experience required to put together a really polished, clean, and high quality project using the hundreds of templates and fonts and graphics that they have available. I created these labels for our schoolroom drawers in just a few minutes flat, and before I knew it, my Cricut Joy Extra was cutting these designs so that I can put them on as labels. This machine is so cute and compact, but very powerful. It truly lives up to its name, Cricut Joy Extra. It is a joy to use. At the risk of sounding super corny, this honestly is my favorite Cricut machine I've ever had, and I am so excited to use it to label these schoolroom drawers. I chose Cricut's vinyl material because it's held up so well on my other labeled containers and drawers, and I knew it would be perfect for this application as well. And transferring the labels to their spots is my favorite part because it's so satisfying to finally see my vision come to life. I use one of their weeding tools to take out any little circles in the E's or A's or O's of the font. Then I press a piece of their transfer tape onto the label so that I can easily transfer the whole design in one fluid motion. Okay, I have this first unit of drawers labeled. I'm always amazed at how quickly Cricut projects go, but if you guys would like to check out Cricut for yourself, there's a link in my description box. You can shop all of their amazing products. They make amazing gifts. I've actually given Cricut machines as gifts in the past, and you can be the hero of the holidays. Let's just put it that way. And thanks again so much to Cricut for helping me complete this project and for sponsoring that little part of today's video. So as I'm going along and doing this labeling, I'm also going through these drawers and doing some decluttering as well. You know me, I'm kind of a declutter as you go sort of person these days, and it's really helpful if I'm already in a spot, I'm already looking at the contents of whatever drawer or bin or closet, to just quickly straighten it up, find things that don't belong, need to go in a different spot, need to be donated or thrown away. So that's also what I'm doing as I'm working through these drawers. If you have anything to do around your house, maybe it's some decluttering as well, maybe you got a little bit of cleaning, do you have a load of laundry in your dryer that needs to be folded? Why don't you get on up and we can work together if you feel like it.
We're going
So a couple of lessons I have learned with decluttering and simplifying is number one, it's a constant process, especially with growing and developing family members. So in a space like this, where we've got school supplies and learning supplies and stuff like that, there are things that become outdated in our collection that I need to move on from. Thank you very much. And then the second thing that I have learned is that if you have to basically play a game of Tetris in order to get everything to fit into a drawer or a bin or a basket or whatever, then you're kind of setting yourself up for failure, especially in a spot that's accessed by kids. If you have to have everything fit in just so in order for the drawer to close, then chances are it will rarely go back the way that you intricately made it into a puzzle. So I'm always keeping those two things in mind when I'm putting together organization for spaces that my kids access. Another thing to keep in mind is for labels specifically. I want them to be nice and large and legible. The other types of labels that we've had for these drawers in the past were just no good. Those little mailer labels that I knew they would be temporary. I am still scraping off residue from them, and then the labels that I had sort of in the interim before these Cricut labels, they were already falling apart within like the first week of putting them up here. So these are a much better option. I still have a couple more drawers to do, but I knew with my decluttering here that things would shift around.
I want golden ones.
Because I thought it was a nice color that wasn't too dark like black is.
Okay.
It also reflects the light in a nice way, and it kind of fits with the other little accents and stuff that we have.
Little dots.
Oh. Okay, with that decluttering and kind of shifting around done, I just have a couple more labels to cut with my Cricut. I've got a dry erase drawer that I'm actually gonna change into a charts drawer. We don't do a lot of dry erase anymore like we did in the preschool kindergarten years. I need to make a label for my curriculum drawer, and then of course a label for my Cricut drawer. What did we say? Charts?
Mm-hmm. And curriculum.
Yeah, charts, curriculum, and Cricut.
Like Cricut? Why?
Because I'm making a drawer for my Cricut stuff. I'm not gonna keep it in my office anymore because I use it out here all the time. I put the 2 drawers of Osmo stuff. I got rid of the stuff that we're not using anymore and put it into 1 drawer. So I have a whole drawer freed up. Ooh, you know what else I should do? I should make labels for your little bead jars. Should I do that?
Yeah.
H, J, L, and go. It feels very meta that I have a Cricut drawer with a Cricut label on it. Have I reached a new level? Did you guys see your little jars up here? They have new labels on them now. Yeah. We have been implementing a new little reward system for the past, I want to say 4 weeks or so, and it's been working great. It's a little bead reward for sincere good behavior and kind words to each other and extra effort with schoolwork and chores and stuff like that. It's been going really, really well. You know what Mama needs?
What?
Some coffee. Should we make some coffee?
Yes.
Yeah, some fall-time yummy coffees. A little bit of decaf?
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
special treat.
I'll get my cup.
Is that the cup you're gonna use? This is the cup I'm gonna use. My hedgehog in a pumpkin mug. Okay, so I have been doing some easy, like ridiculously easy coffee recipes with a little life hack that I thought of in the middle of Trader Joe's. It was actually inspired by their pumpkin butter, which is a delicious spread. It's good on
Toast?
yes, literally everything. I've been putting this pumpkin butter in my coffee in the mornings, whether it's from the espresso machine, sometimes we do Keurig for drip coffee, but mixed with a little bit of half and half and the warm coffee, it's the most easy pumpkin spice latte, and it's affordable. And so I thought, why not try it with the other Trader Joe's seasonal spreads? Cookie butter spread, pumpkin butter spread, cinnamon bun spread, and the fleur de sel salted caramel sauce. That sounds so good. So which one should we try first? Cookie butter? It's like a Biscoff cookie. We had those cookies on the airplane when we went to Texas. A little blob goes in there. You want to pour the coffee in? I'll get a little shot of it going in like this. Okay, that's probably enough. So I have shared lots of coffee recipe videos, especially in the fall time. And as time has gone on and the years have gone on and our family has changed and YouTube has changed, it's become more and more difficult for me to make a video dedicated just simply to that. But I still love making coffee, so I thought I would share these recipes with you guys.
Oh, it smells good.
You're just over there sniffing the heavy cream. Still want to share some fall coffee recipes with you guys. And what a better way to do it than with my little sweetheart. You want to pour it in there? Bloop, that's good.
Ooh.
I know, isn't that pretty? Back in the day, I used to have a videographer help me with making my coffee recipe videos, but she went off and got married and started having kids, and she's not available anymore.
That's mine. Can I try?
Yes.
Let's
What would
try.
you rate that?
What?
How many out of 10? Is that
1.
That's a 1 out of 10, so 1 is like it's not very good. A 10 out of 10, it's like the best drink you've ever had.
A 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10, okay. Hey, at least you're honest. There's that one. There's the cookie butter spread. Let's do cinnamon bun in the hedgehog pumpkin mug. Here's a little bit of the cinnamon bun spread in there. You want to pour the coffee in there? There we go. Okay, that's enough for now. Mix that around. The cinnamon bun spread. Oh, it smells amazing.
Oh, can I try it first?
Should I steam the milk this time? To make foamy milk? Yeah.
Ooh, that was.
Does that look good? You want to take the first taste?
One out of 10.
What? Just want it to be super sugary, don't you? That's really good.
I just want this
I
mix
think-
of all of them.
I think I like the cookie butter one better than the cinnamon, and I think the cookie butter one would be even better if you sprinkled a little cinnamon on top. Then it would kind of be like a gingerbread latte. Ooh. I just love that buttery, nutty sort of undertone in the cookie butter one. What are you doing up there?
Trying to get the cinnamon.
There we go. Yeah, is that good? I think we'll do a pumpkin butter caramel latte. We can mix the two of them. And I think we should make it iced. And I'm gonna use my espresso machine
Wait,
for
Mom.
this one. Think you could help me with it? Whoa, you're so strong. How did you get that? Oh, can you do that one for me too? Dang, girl. So I'm gonna do a little bit of the caramel, a little bit of the pumpkin,
The pumpkin.
maybe a little more of the pumpkin.
The
Okay.
pumpkin. It's hot.
It is hot, but it will melt that caramel sauce really nice.
Oh, there goes our rice.
Rice is done cooking. It's a rice and pot stickers night tonight.
And coffee, apparently.
Oh, that's enough.
Ooh, that looks cool.
It does look cool.
That looks like pumpkin.
It
Like
does.
feather.
Yep. Okay, and now, should we do a special ice cube?
Oh, yeah. Can I show them what it is?
Yes.
This one.
There we go. It's a sphere, a spherical ice cube. Boop.
0 out of 10.
Haley, that's so good.
It's 0 out of 10.
You just don't like the espresso flavor, do you? This one is my favorite.
That one's my least favorite. This one's my most favorite.
Okay, I give this one a 9 out of 10. I think it needs like a splash of water just to kind of bring it all together. I think the cream is just a little too heavy for this one because it already has pretty heavy flavors and textures with the spreads in there. This one is not my favorite. I don't think the cinnamon bun spread makes a good coffee ingredient.
This one is most like the best.
But this one is my second favorite, the cookie butter spread with the cinnamon sprinkled on the top. This is
100 out of 10.
100 out of 10? Okay, cool. 9 out of 10, 3 out of 10. I mean, it is coffee, so coffee's coffee. And this one is probably like a solid 7 out of 10.
How dare you? I give this one a 0 out of 10, 60 out of 10, 100 out of 10.
So should we go take these to the porch swing and go have a cozy little coffee time together? Oh, Thrive Market is here. It's okay, kitty. You can cuddle with us. I know.
With bird pets.
Do you guys want to hear the story of the Cinderella pumpkin that we have?
So, the first time when Mom noticed it, she thought she broke it, but she snapped the stem, but now the pumpkin is huge.
I know, and we didn't even see it growing. I just kind of tossed it behind the rose bush, like, oh, this is gonna die, darn it. And I just kind of threw it back there because I snapped the vine. But it's like,
Huge.
I mean, it's not a huge, I mean, there are some, remember that huge pumpkin we saw at the nursery?
It was like this, bigger than this.
It was insane. We were at our favorite nursery and they're having a little pumpkin festival there. That's a big pumpkin. This pumpkin is probably the size of a dinner plate, but that's the biggest of any of my pumpkins and it was completely unexpected. Oh, that's a big leaf. Do you see the leaf falling? Over there in the driveway. That tree makes such a mess. My goodness. It's the tree that we saw the owl in. Remember that last year? That was this time last year, that big owl.
Until 9 o'clock.
Yeah, you stayed up so late.
Watching 2 movies.
I know. We had a girls' night that night, didn't we? Where were the boys?
Remember they were on their fishing trip?
Oh, they were fishing, that's right. They had their boys' day with Daddy and Grandpa. And we had our girls' night. And we saw a big owl.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Thanks for making coffee with me today. That was fun to test those recipes. I blew this off yesterday. The cats bring so much like
Debris.
so many pine needles and like little just random chunks of dirt. You find me in the same spot as you left me. I spend a lot of time out here on this porch swing. So, what are we doing today?
Planting bulbs for crocuses.
And tulips.
And tulips.
And daffodils.
And those things.
Grape hyacinths.
All
And
sorts
garlic.
of flowers.
Oh, I don't think I'm planting garlic bulbs today. That's gonna be on a different day. I'm not gonna get all the bulbs planted today. I'd like to get the driveway ones done because we have frost in our forecast in the next like 7 to 10 days. So
Brr.
it's time to get that done. You ready to go?
Let's do it. Perfectly rainy day. Yes.
As you can see, it's a foggy, misty day. It's not raining too hard. Like it's kind of sprinkling a little bit, but that's no big deal for Pacific Northwesterners. At least that's what I keep telling myself. If frost wasn't coming this soon, I would not be doing this today, but here we are. Let's get it done. We want to put our first drift of tulips around here at the edge of our driveway, and then you'll be able to see them as you drive into our driveway over there. I think that would be really pretty. Oh, be careful, sweetie. And we got this auger attachment for Weston's beefy drill. And I think we need to only go a couple inches in for most of the bulbs. So I'm gonna see how far we get with the bulbs that I ordered. I did a lot of research and I purposely ordered bulbs that are expected to sort of naturalize to the area, which means that they have a good chance of growing back year after year. Apparently daffodils are more likely to do that. Sometimes tulips can be a little bit finicky. This spot gets a lot of sunshine here on this part of our driveway, and I just think it would be so pretty to have these popping up. So I have crocuses, tulips, daffodils, And those all have different times in springtime that they're popping up. So it should be like as one is dying off, the next set is coming up. And that's kind of how I've tried to design it. But I've never done this before. This is my first time. Oh, and Weston has the bulbs over there.
Same time.
Yay! Oh, and you got my gloves for me. Wow, thank you. I don't think I've ever filmed from this angle before on our property. She went full bore. Okay, so we have the pillow talk. These are a mixture of lots of different types that all look really pretty together. This one is Wellspring. That's also Wellspring. This one is Queen of the Night. Oh, these are the really dark, almost black purple tulips.
Ooh, what are those?
These are daffodils. And these are, oh, these are called Hocus Crocus.
Hocus
How
Pocus.
cute is that? Okay, so the two blends of tulips that I have are these. It's called the Wellspring blend. I ordered from Color Blends. And then I also have this Pillow Talk blend with like light pinks, and it just looks so pretty. I have a couple of other individual specialty tulips that I'm actually gonna put up closer to the house. So this area is the daffodils and Wellspring. That's what we're gonna do.
There's a gentle breeze, all the birds are making homes inside the evergreens. The air is clear, with our loved ones close. You can pick out every star without a telescope. So beautiful to see how we have changed.
Your job is to go, if you see a bulb in a hole, starting over there, you use your hands, you might want to wear gloves, and you cover it up with dirt.
I could use my feet.
That works too.
Yep, that works.
In time,
There we go.
you know, everything we've lost comes home again, and I will grab onto your arm a little stronger than we were before. Let's stay the same as the children grow, and teach them all the simple things we thought we used to know. So beautiful to see how we have changed. In time, you know, everything we've lost comes home again, and I will grab onto your arm a little stronger than we were before. In a word, in a day, we are all brand new, and it's love that we're fighting for.
So we got about half of the bulbs planted. We've got daffodils, and then that tulip blend, and then the other half is gonna go on this side of the driveway, but we are gonna be refining our process a little bit. This is pretty back-breaking work, especially with the ridiculously rocky soil that we have. The auger on the drill is doing a great job and making it way easier than it would be if we were just using a little shovel or one of those bulb planting trowel tools. However, we need to order a auger that's longer. That's a mistake that we made. We're still having to bend over quite a bit, and it would be so much easier and it would go so much faster if we had a longer one. So frost is in the forecast about 5 days from now. I was just looking at the update, and so we have those few days to get the auger that we need and to get the rest of the bulbs in the ground. In the meantime, I'm gonna keep storing the bulbs out of their package with plenty of airflow around them in a cool, dark spot. I still have crocuses to do, some other specialty tulips that I'm gonna have up closer to the house. But for a couple hours of work here, I am happy with what we were able to accomplish today. The kids, they keep looking out the window. They were helping us a little bit, but right now they're looking out the window like, You said you'd make an apple pie with us, Mom, and a promise is a promise. So I'm going to get these bulbs inside, wash up a bit, and then let's make an apple pie.
I'm proud, you know, that we always held out hope. So if you grab onto my arm, let's take a walk until the sun gets warm. In time, you know, everything we've lost comes home again, and I will grab onto your arm a little stronger than we were before.
Okay, well, the chickens have their apple scraps to munch on. That apple pie is smelling amazing. I can literally smell it from out here on the front porch. It has about 20 minutes left before I'm gonna pull it out of the oven. We'll eat that for dessert tonight. And I'm gonna say goodbye. It's time for us to have some camera-free family time. We definitely value that around here, especially on the weekends. But thanks for coming along with me for the last couple of days while I shared with you what I was up to, whether it was checking stuff off the to-do list or just having a little bit of downtime, some hangout time, some yummy coffee, baking a pie, getting my hands in the dirt, getting some of those bulbs planted. As you can tell, the fog has burned off. We now have sunshine. And so I think part of what Weston and I are gonna do today is to continue to map out the spots where we want the different bulbs now that we have a good idea of how much coverage we have with the number of bulbs that I ordered. And my plan moving forward throughout the years, because we are hoping the bulbs come back, or some of them come back year after year, but we want to continue to like line the edges of our property and put different bulbs in like flower or landscaping beds. But I have a budget and not all of that can be done in 1 year with one order. So it's something that we will build up over time. Nice to get that project started. I wanted to do it last year. And I actually did order some bulbs from a different company, but they showed up completely rotten and moldy. And then by the time that I was able to try to reorder things, it was too late in the season and we already had frost. So this is something that I have wanted to do for so long. I actually wanted to do it in our old house. Finally making it happen. And I'm so happy. It's one of those things that if you remember to do it this time of the year and it works out to get everything planted, I can just imagine the springtime, especially those early blooms, what a delight and a joy it's going to be to see that color start to pop up in those areas. I'm so excited. I'm also very excited that I got those drawers labeled. That's another sort of like finally sort of thing. I don't know why I didn't do this sooner, but it's done. It feels great. And I feel like there's so much better organization, not just for me, but for the kids. When they're looking for something specific, they can go right to that clearly labeled and decluttered drawer to find what they're looking for. So that makes me very happy. And it was such a treat to have you guys along, to hang out with me while I got all of this done. I have my autumn closet clean out video coming next week. I'm gonna share with you some outfit ideas, especially for mom bods and bloaty girls. Join the club, girls. And then I'm off the next week because it's the first week of November and I take the first week off of each month. Things are going to be a little different from that typical schedule for the holiday season. I might take an extra week off here or there just to be able to actually have a holiday. And then the second week of November, I'm coming out with my holiday, which includes Thanksgiving and some Christmas decor, clean and decorate with me video. I'm very excited about that. So fun things coming up in the next couple of months. I'm so excited. If you have any video requests, is there something specific you would like to see? Like a what I got my kids for Christmas? Would you like to see some hosting and planning videos and that sort of thing? Since I am hosting Thanksgiving, let me know in the comments. It makes me so happy to be able to make the sort of videos that you actually want to see. So I can't wait to chat with you guys in the comments. Thanks so much for spending a little part of your day here with me on my channel, and I'll catch you later.
Let there be rain and there